Jody, meantime, people in the hospital reliving the pain from what happened on Saturday. The grief is especially difficult for one woman we've been hearing about who says she discovered her carbon copy in a 9-year-old girl. ABC 15's Rudabeh Shabazi joining us live from Tucson outside the University Medical Center. And Rudabeh, I understand there's one man out there dealing with more than just one loss here today.
Yeah, we talked to her husband. He said some very touching words today. She was actually the same woman who took 9-year-old Christina Taylor Green to the event to introduce her to the political process. And we now know that that little girl did not make it.
I hear her in her semi-conscious ramblings screaming out, "Christina, Christina, let's get out of here, let's get out of here." And she keeps talking about the holding of hands and then the realization that she was on the ground and the bleeding was profuse.
Now in a morphine-induced haze in the hospital, Suzie Hileman is having flashbacks of the shooting rampage. She and her husband have been good family friends with 9-year-old Christina Green and her parents since both families moved to Tucson.
Suzie and Christina are generationally apart, but very much birds of a feather.
When Christina was elected to her student council, Suzie took her to the Congress on Your Corner event to provide her with a role model in Congresswoman Gabrielle Giffords.
Suzie and Christina were holding hands in line, waiting to shake Gabby's hand. They were there because my wife is very active in any community that she lives in.
A former social worker, Suzie's used to comforting others in times of loss. This time, it will be her own.
Suzie had her breathing tube removed late Saturday evening. The very first thing she asked, she grabbed my hand, she looked me in the eyes and said, "What about Christina?"
Christina's funeral is on Thursday. Suzie is going to be okay. Her organs and her spine are intact, but she did undergo another surgery today for a fractured hip, and she'll probably be using a walker for at least the next 3 months. Reporting live in Tucson, Rudabeh Shabazi, ABC 15 News.